Welcome, STEMgineers, to STEM to Stern, the podcast where curiosity meets critical thinking. Join Chauntée and Jake as they discuss STEM topics that spark debate and exploration.
Hey everybody, this is STEM to Stern, and I'm Jake.
And I'm Chauntée.
And today we're talking about Franz Anton Mesmer.
The Franz.
Franz.
Yeah. So he was the person where the word mesmerizing came from. He was the inventor of the concept of mesmerized. Because technically, he actually kind of invented the whole concept of a placebo effect as well. Because he made people believe he was able to control something inside of them that he called like magnetic fluid. He basically was claiming that inside of humans there was this or animals, there was this magnetic fluid that he could influence to like make them get well or like do things sort of, and it developed into hypnosis later, like that study became developed from that. But he was a very interesting man who would show up. This is about like 1774. So that is about when he started to go around to different locations and he became very popular and people were just fascinated by him. Yeah, so it was they were like couldn't keep their eyes off of him because of the way that he would present, and that's where the word mesmerized came from.
So it could kind of started off as like a pseudoscience-y thing, but then now we have like mesmerism, being able to hypnotize people nowadays. I know that my mom was on a cruise one time and she got hypnotized and she was like, it was like the craziest thing. Like
it's a weird feeling.
You snap into a certain mode, then you snap out. Weird. It's
terrifying to me. But yeah, so I do find it really funny because I did a whole lesson on that in my classroom. And basically what we did is we watched some of the really more influential commercials, like Apple commercials and things, and how they do know what to do to kind of get your emotions involved, which is good advertising. There's nothing wrong with it, but you kind of feel like, oh, okay, that's the right one or that's the best one. For instance,
certain ways to tickle your brain.
Right. Brand names, for instance, brand names are, sometimes they do taste differently than off-brand names, but sometimes they don't taste differently. So what I did was I had a bunch of different types of sodas that were all the same type of flavor, but they didn't know which one was a brand name, which was an off-brand name. And so we all would take a cup and drink it, and they would decide whether it was which one they thought was better. Basically,
that's a very scientific, methody approach.
Yeah,
it's a stemifying soda.
That's
I like
right.
that.
So we did that with that and crackers and things like that. So the students didn't have any idea which one was name brand, which one was off brand. And I had 3 different types.
Have you ever actually been hypnotized?
No.
No. Would you want to?
I had a debate about it.
I don't know. I think it would feel weird.
It would be. I mean, I have a lot of habits that we all have that are habits that I would love to get rid of. So I think it could be interesting if it would work.
You're absolutely right. There's psychologists and stuff they use hypnosis to help you stop unhealthy actions. Yeah. Like people talk about smoking and stuff like that.
So helping you stop things that you shouldn't be doing that's not good for your body or maybe not good for your mental health. So it's ways to kind of help you. But I mean, I don't know if it actually works. So again, that's what Mesmer, his concept was, and a lot of scientists did not appreciate the way he went about it, which he was dishonest. Let's be honest. He was dishonest in the way his approach was, and people
but then it turned into something.
It did. It turned into a whole entire study, like the placebo effect of how do we make people believe something when it's not actually true? Here, take this sugar pill that's just sugar, and then you're suddenly I'm feeling better.
But again, the placebo effect is a very important part of medical trials.
Absolutely,
and stuff. That's part of the scientific process, and
human minds are crazy amazing.
It is, and it's this also kind of goes into the whole field of neuroscience and how it is easy to trick our brains here and there, and
convince it. But you should definitely do the whole watching a commercial and figuring out what emotions you feel through that commercial and why do you buy things based on a commercial. I think it's an interesting concept. So next time you're watching TV and a commercial comes on, see what they're trying to do when they when they made this commercial. What are they trying to convince you of? And why do you buy a certain brand outside of another brand? Is it because it actually is better? Because sometimes it is better. Or is it because your mind is telling you it's better based on what you're seeing?
And give us your results in the comments.
Yes, let us know what you've been mesmerized
and
by.
And also, you're getting sleepy.
Thanks for tuning in to STEM to Stern. We hope today's episode got you thinking. If you enjoyed the discussion, subscribe and share it with others. And be sure to check out our show notes for free resources and links that go along with today's episode. Until next time, keep questioning and keep exploring, STEMgineers.